Hey guys, what's up? It's DW, better known as Seth, now that I've been out to all of my friends and family for about 2 months now that I am female to male transgender, in case y'all didn't get that from my last video, which I know was 2 months ago, I'm sorry. But it's been a really long and stressful 2 months story of my life. I know I say that in every video. I'm doing this really informally today. I'm just on my bed. I'm not sitting at my desk like I usually do or anything. I know I've done this once before. I just didn't really feel like trying to mess with the lighting, and I know the lighting here kind of sucks because I've got my window on one side and my regular light, my room light, on the other. But I just wanted to kind of give y'all a general update of what's going on as far as military and life and everything in general. So, going off of my last video talking about the new trans policy, it's basically what it seemed like at that point. There hasn't been much else put out on it, so it seems like that's pretty much what it's gonna be, which is neither here nor there really. It sucks is basically what I have to say about it. Is it sucks. And I tried really hard to get my doctors to put me on HRT, and they were like, yeah, we'll send the referral in, and it just never happened. So if you're military out there trying to get on HRT, I would say just keep pushing it. If you came in under former President Obama's administration and you're under his rule, then you're grandfathered in. Just keep pushing your doctors for it. They're supposed to, I think, don't quote me, I think they're supposed to still do it. Mine, I'm just kind of putting it off because, bringing us around to the next point, I'm getting out of the military in 2 months. So I'm getting what's called an MEB, Medical Evaluation Board, medical separation, for the issue that I touched on like 6 months ago with my hip, where it's just like I can't run, and you know, it's making it hard for me to be able to wear my body armor and everything, and so they've determined me unfit for military service. And I could have fought it, but I don't know that I would have won, and that would just have made the process longer. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna make a different video kind of just about MEB stuff, because it doesn't really fit in with the general information. That just kind of, all that fits right here is that I'm getting out of the military. I will probably still continue to do like a trans series outside of the military, just because it's a thing people do, and I kind of think it would be interesting to kind of video journal that. I would also be able to, you know, physically see the transition sometime later. I would, you know, be able to look back on it. So I'm going to college, fall semester. I'm really excited about that. I've already been accepted to Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Yay! I'm gonna go for computer science. So this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be interesting. And, you know, hopefully I'll be able to start hormones and everything by Christmas. Which is something I've been looking at trying to do for the past year and a half. So that's gonna be real fun. I'm doing really well. I know I made a video a while ago that I was having some really bad issues, and I'm not saying that I'm not having issues anymore, but it's gotten a lot better. I'm doing better, and I kind of go through ups and downs. Right now I'm on a pretty high up. I'm feeling really great, so there's that. One thing though is that I'm not really eating, and it's kind of starting to concern me, because if I don't like watch it, I'll just go like a day without eating and I won't even notice, and that's not healthy. I don't really know what's causing it. I feel like if it becomes a big issue, then, you know, we'll figure it out. So I'm just trying to keep a really big eye on that. As far as being trans in the military, for as much as I've been in for. It is really difficult just because of the people that you're surrounded by. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's people out there that support it and that, respect it and everything. And then you get a lot of people that are very, very non-supportive. It's really difficult, especially when it's, you're in an office environment like I am, and, the people 2 spots down from you on a regular basis talk about how it's, unhealthy for the rest of the environment, or the rest of the military environment, and how it detracts, and how, it's hard for some soldiers to adjust to it. Well, I can tell you it's a lot harder for us, especially knowing that we're not wanted somewhere. That's really tough, because we chose to come in and to serve the same as the other people that we work with, and then to hear that we're not wanted is really difficult, and it's not even that they know, because the people at work don't know. I mean, I think they know, they just don't, I haven't told them, and they're ignoring it, but it shouldn't have been said anyway, and that was really tough to listen to and not get angry. I mean, and they've had discussions about it before, and I've tried to pop in and educate them on the topic, and they don't want to hear it. They don't want to listen. They don't want to be educated. They want to have their views, and that's fine. They can have their opinions, but they also need to be mindful about the fact that there are people around them that it makes uncomfortable. Because if I guarantee it, if someone were to be sitting there talking about, I don't know, people in the Islamic faith, which we have soldiers that are Muslim, it's a thing. I mean, it's not very common, but it's a thing. If someone were to say something about that, and how they don't feel like people of the Islamic religion belong in the U.S. military, and it makes them uncomfortable, that would get shut down real quick. That would not be a thing. But it's a protected EO category, and apparently being transgender is not. So they're allowed to say whatever they want about us. It's hard to listen to your comrades say that. I know they wouldn't have said it to my face if they had known, and if I had been more open about it. But that shouldn't matter. But that's life, and we all deal with people that are unsupportive, and we all have people that are supportive. It just depends. So also on that topic, kind of related, unrelated, I'm not speaking to my father because of it. He essentially disaffirmed me. Okay, so let me back up here. So when you affirm somebody, it's like someone using my pronoun or my chosen name, or correcting someone else. When someone unaffirms, it's the complete opposite. They purposefully, say something that to contradict what you are. And he did that in a very public setting, and that hurt a lot. And he never really apologized, and I mean, he did, but he didn't at the same time. It was kind of like a half-assed apology is how I would put it. It wasn't very sincere, and he hasn't made the effort to talk to me since then, so I'm not going to make the effort to talk to him, because I'm still very angry about that. And I just want to put that out there, because it happens a lot. And if you're someone that has that kind of person or people in their families, just know that you're not alone. I mean, obviously you know that it happens, but sometimes hearing someone else talk about it can help, and just to know that it's not an isolated incident, and that you can deal with it and work through it, and maybe eventually move past it can be helpful. Seeing someone else that's dealing with it can be helpful. Granted, I'm lucky. There's only one person in my family so far that's been that way to me. I'm very blessed that my mother and my brother and my grandma are all pretty supportive. You know, at least they don't go out and try to make me feel like shit on purpose. That's all I really have right now. Like I said, I'm gonna make the other video about specifically an MEB and kind of like what my process has been. So keep an eye out for that. It's, you know, great to talk to you guys. Leave me any comments, questions, concerns down in the comments section. I will try to answer them in my next video. If you like watching me, like and subscribe. If you don't, that's fine. And I'll see y'all around.